Have you ever wondered why you have your mother's eyes or your father's smile? It's all thanks to genetics. Genetics is like a blueprint, a set of instructions that determine our traits. This blueprint is encoded within our DNA, a molecule found in almost every cell of our body. DNA carries genes, small segments that act like individual instructions, dictating specific characteristics. Through genetics, we can trace our ancestry, predict potential health risks, and even develop new treatments for diseases. Genetics is more than just a scientific discipline. It's a storybook of life itself. It's the story of how traits are passed down from one generation to the next, creating the incredible diversity we see in the world around us. By identifying genes associated with certain conditions, we can develop targeted therapies and even personalize medicine based on an individual's genetic makeup. In the next few minutes, we'll delve deeper into these concepts, exploring the mechanisms of inheritance and the potential of this knowledge to revolutionize healthcare. Imagine a language far more complex than any spoken on Earth. A language written in a code of chemicals, a language that holds the secrets to life itself. That language is DNA. DNA, or a deoxyribonucleic acid, is often called the blueprint of life. These instructions are organized into genes, segments of DNA that code for specific traits. The rungs of this ladder are made up of chemical pairs called bases, adenine A, thymine T, guanine G, and cytosine C. This pairing is crucial because it's the sequence of these bases that determines the genetic instructions. How do you work in Terror 2? Genes are the fundamental units of heredity. They are like individual chapters in the DNA instruction manual, each containing the blueprint for a specific characteristic or function. We inherited our genes from our parents, which is why we often resemble them. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, one from each parent, making a total of 46 chromosomes. Different versions of the same gene are called alleles. The combination of alleles we inherit determines our genotype, our unique genetic makeup. Heredity is the passing of traits from parents to offspring. It's the reason why children inherit characteristics like eye color, hair color, and even certain predispositions to diseases from their parents. This process of inheritance follows specific patterns. First observed by Gregor Mendel, a 19th-century monk who is considered the father of modern genetics. Mendel's experiments with pea plants revealed the fundamental principles of inheritance. He discovered that traits are passed down through discrete units, which we now call genes. These principles of inheritance form the foundation of our understanding of how traits are passed down through generations. Imagine a world where everyone looked exactly the same, a world devoid of the dazzling array of human features that make each of us unique. The diversity we see within our species, and indeed within all species, is due to a little genetic variation. Genetic variation refers to the differences in our DNA sequences. These variations can arise through several mechanisms, the most common being mutations. Most mutations are harmless or even neutral, having no noticeable effect on our traits. However, some mutations can lead to beneficial changes, providing individuals with an advantage in survival or reproduction. We often think of mutations as something negative, something that causes harm. While it's true that some mutations can be detrimental, it's important to remember that mutations are also the engine of evolution, the driving force behind the incredible diversity of life on Earth. Mutations are essentially changes in the DNA sequence, like typos in the genetic code. These typos can occur spontaneously during DNA replication or be induced by environmental factors like radiation or certain chemicals. Some mutations can alter the instructions encoded in our genes, leading to changes in protein structure or function. While some mutations can be harmful, others can be beneficial, providing individuals with an advantage in a particular environment. A population of beetles living on a lush green island. Suddenly, a volcanic eruption covers the island in ash, turning the environment dark and desolate. Most of the beetles, bright green and easily spotted against the dark background, fall prey to predators. However, a few beetles carry a mutation that gives them brown coloration, providing excellent camouflage against the ash. These brown beetles have a survival advantage, as they are less likely to be seen and eaten by predators. This process where individuals with traits better suited to their environment are more likely to survive and reproduce is called natural selection. Our genes are more than just blueprints. They are choreographers of our health, orchestrating a complex dance between our biology and the environment. While lifestyle choices and external factors play a crucial role, our genes lay the foundation, influencing our susceptibility to diseases, our responses to medications, and our survival. And even our overall well-being. Some genes predispose us to certain conditions, like heart disease or diabetes, while others influence our body's ability to fight off infections or repair damaged tissues. Understanding these genetic predispositions is crucial for early detection, prevention, and personalized treatment strategies. Sometimes, the whispers of our genes turn into shouts, signaling the presence of genetic disorders. These disorders arise from mutations, those typos in the genetic code, that disrupt the normal function of genes, leading to a wide range of health problems. These mutations can be inherited from parents, as in the case of cystic fibrosis or sickle cell anemia, or they can occur spontaneously during cell division, as is often the case with cancer. Advances in genetic testing have revolutionized our ability to diagnose and understand genetic disorders. Gene therapy, though still in its early stages, holds immense promise for correcting or replacing faulty genes, potentially curing or significantly mitigating the impact of genetic disorders. Imagine a world where medical treatments are as unique as the individuals receiving them, where therapies are tailored to a patient's genetic makeup, lifestyle, and environmental factors. This is the promise of personalized medicine, a revolutionary approach to healthcare that leverages the power of genetics to optimize treatments and improve outcomes. By analyzing an individual's genetic information, doctors can predict how they might respond to certain medications, identify their risk of developing specific side effects, and tailor treatments accordingly. As our understanding of genetics deepens, personalized medicine will transform healthcare, paving the way for more precise, effective, and proactive treatments across a wide range of diseases. We've journeyed deep into the microscopic world of cells and DNA, unraveling the intricate mechanisms of heredity and exploring the profound implications of genetic variation. From the simple elegance of base pairing to the complexity of gene expression, genetics governs the very essence of who we are, shaping our physical traits, influencing our health, and even playing a role in our behavior. We've seen how mutations, those tiny changes in our DNA sequence, can have both detrimental and beneficial effects, driving evolution and shaping the characteristics of populations over time. We've also begun to grasp the immense power of genetic knowledge, its potential to revolutionize healthcare through personalized medicine, diagnose and treat genetic disorders, and even reshape our understanding of human history and migration patterns. As we delve deeper into the human genome, unlocking its secrets and harnessing its power, we must proceed with caution and foresight. The knowledge we gain from genetics has the potential to transform lives, but it also raises profound ethical questions about privacy, discrimination, and the very definition of what it means to be human. Imagine a future where employers could screen potential candidates based on their genetic predispositions to certain diseases, or insurance companies could deny coverage based on an individual's genetic risk profile. It's crucial that we establish clear ethical guidelines and regulations to ensure that genetic information is used responsibly and equitably, protecting individual privacy and preventing discrimination based on genetic factors. The impact of genetics extends far beyond the laboratory, influencing fields as diverse as agriculture, forensics, and conservation. In agriculture, genetic engineering has revolutionized crop production, creating disease-resistant and high-yielding varieties that help feed a growing global population. In forensics, DNA analysis has become an indispensable tool for solving crimes, identifying victims, and exonerating the wrongly accused. Conservation efforts are also benefiting from genetic insights, as scientists use DNA analysis to track endangered species, understand population dynamics, and develop targeted conservation strategies. We stand at the cusp of a genetic revolution, a time of unprecedented opportunity and discovery. The advancements in genetic research are not just scientific milestones. They represent a beacon of hope for humanity. The advancements we've made in understanding the language of life have opened doors to unimaginable possibilities, from eradicating diseases to engineering crops that can withstand the challenges of a changing climate. These breakthroughs are paving the way for a future where our genetic code can be rewritten to improve health and longevity. Imagine a future where genetic diseases like cystic fibrosis and Huntington's disease are relegated to history books, where the suffering caused by these conditions is no longer a reality. Where cancer is detected and treated at its earliest stages, significantly increasing survival rates and improving the quality of life for patients, and where gene therapy offers hope to those with previously untreatable conditions, providing new avenues for treatment and potentially curing diseases that were once thought incurable. Scientists are developing CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing techniques with the precision to target and modify specific genes. It's a technology that could revolutionize medicine and agriculture, offering the potential to correct genetic defects and enhance desirable traits. CRISPR-Cas9 could lead to healthier, more resilient populations and ecosystems. Gene therapy trials are showing promise in treating a range of diseases, from inherited immune deficiencies to certain types of blindness. These trials are the first steps towards a future where genetic medicine is a standard part of healthcare. However, as we venture further into this uncharted territory, we must proceed with caution, guided by ethical considerations and a deep respect for the sanctity of life. The potential for misuse and unintended consequences is significant, and it is our responsibility to ensure that these powerful tools are used for the greater good. Shaping our destiny. The ethical imperative, the power of genetics, comes with a profound responsibility. As we unlock the secrets of our DNA, we hold in our hands the potential to change the course of human history. As we gain the ability to manipulate the very building blocks of life, we must grapple with ethical dilemmas that previous generations could only imagine. These dilemmas are complex and multifaceted, requiring us to think deeply about the consequences of our actions. Should we edit the genes of our children to eliminate the risk of inherited diseases? This question touches on the very essence of what it means to be human. What about enhancing their cognitive abilities or physical characteristics? The allure of creating a perfect child is strong, but it comes with significant moral and ethical considerations. Where do we draw the line between therapy and enhancement? This line is not always clear, and it requires careful thought and discussion. These are not hypothetical questions. They are pressing issues that we must address as a society. They are real-world dilemmas that demand careful consideration, open dialogue, and robust ethical frameworks. We must engage with these questions openly and honestly, bringing together diverse perspectives to find the best path forward. We must ensure that genetic technologies are used responsibly, equitably, and for the benefit of all humankind. This means considering the long-term impacts and ensuring that no one is left behind. The future of genetics is not predetermined. It is a canvas upon which we will paint our collective destiny. It is a future we will shape through our choices, our values, and our commitment to harnessing the power of this knowledge for good. Our decisions today will echo through generations to come. It is a future that demands our attention, our wisdom, and our unwavering dedication to the principles of justice, equality, and human dignity. We must rise to the challenge and ensure that the promise of genetic technology is realized for the benefit of all. Join the genetic conversation. Welcome to an exciting journey into the world of genetics. So there you have it. The incredible world of genetics in just under 15 minutes. We've only scratched the surface of this vast and fascinating field. We've explored the intricate dance of DNA, the power of inheritance, and how these tiny molecules hold the blueprint of life. The potential of this knowledge to transform our lives and shape the future of our species is immense and awe-inspiring. But this is just the beginning. The journey into genetics is far from over. The field of genetics is constantly evolving, with new discoveries and advancements emerging every day, pushing the boundaries of what we know. It's a dynamic and ever-changing landscape, full of potential and promise. It's a journey of exploration that requires curiosity, critical thinking, and a willingness to delve into the unknown. Learn and, of course, a commitment to ethical considerations is paramount as we navigate this complex field. What are your thoughts on the power and potential of genetics? How do you see it shaping our future? Share your insights in the comments below. Let's start a conversation and learn from each other. And for a deeper dive into the fascinating world of gene editing where science fiction meets reality, check out my next video on the revolutionary CRISPR-Cas9 technology. It's a game changer in the world of genetics.